In 1889, Karl Wittgenstein, the director of the Prague Iron Company, founded a new steelworks in Kladno with the aim of manufacturing high-quality steel. The new company was named after his wife, Leopoldina Wittgenstein. Later, the profile of her head became the patented trademark of the steelworks. Initially, it was a small crucible steel plant with a small forge and a medium-sized rolling mill. From the beginning, the plant utilized the latest advances, patents, and manufacturing processes. By 1916, it was already equipped with an electrical induction frick furnace and had a machine shop, blooming lines, electrically driven heavy section, medium section, and light section rolling mills. It also featured a forging shop, a spring-making shop, a heat treating line, and an annealing shop. The company had 2 direct and 17 indirect dealerships around the world. Thanks to its own chemical and testing laboratories, it could develop and patent new grades of steel. The range of Poldi Steelworks products had only a few competitors on the domestic market. Its quality was comparable to those of the best-known companies from around the world. In 1899, the plant was expanded to include the first mechanical workshop for final machining of 6-throw crankshafts destined for marine engines. However, these complex products were abandoned in favor of the mass production of shafts for the booming automotive and aircraft industries. In the year 1916, a shaft machining workshop was opened in the steelworks, and the first die-forged crankshafts were made here using the Breder Scherp screw presses. However, most shafts were still forged manually. The forged pieces were simple and had to undergo time-consuming and complicated machining, for example, with the method known as slot milling. The technology of die forging, which allows the production of more complex forging, requiring less machining, was still being developed at the time. After slot milling, crank pins were turned in the shaft machining shop on lathes with a transmission drive. The transmission was driven by an electric motor. At the end of the production line, the final dimensions of each crankshaft were carefully inspected. Here you can see the individual stages of the shaft production, from the rolled product to the forged piece and through various machining processes, all the way to the finished shaft. Until the 1930s, the process of manufacturing crankshafts remained mostly unchanged. Most shafts were forged in the drop forge, and increasing engine power required the development of new and more resistant steel grades. By that time, Poldi products also included small tools, drill rods, turning tools, and construction tools. These were made individually through manual cutting, forging, grinding, and heat treatment. Here you can see an example of machine rolls for cold rolling. Strojírny Poldi manufactures such rolls until today. In 1978, a new drop forge was opened in Poldi. It was capable of forging a crankshaft for a tractor or small truck in less than a minute. Dies were made in the former Strojírny Poldi using special duplicating lathes. Heat-treated and inspected forgings were returned to Strojírny Poldi for roughing and further processing. From the very beginning, Poldi steelwork products were manufactured at a world-class level. For this purpose, the steelworks has always used the latest technologies and patents. All production methods were developed on a regular basis. The same applied for Strojírny Poldi. In the 1990s, the company changed dramatically. New technologies appeared together with new methods of automation. These changes, enabling higher quality and productivity, also affected the production process of the Strojírny Poldi, which continues to keep pace with technological advances around the world. The actual products have remained virtually unchanged. Rolls and tools made at Strojírny Poldi are not intended just for domestic manufacturers, but are also exported to many countries. More than 80% of the production of Strojírny Poldi is exported abroad to various countries on 4 continents. Now, in the year 2016, Strojírny Poldi is celebrating 100 years since the start of mass production of crankshafts and 10 years together with its parent company, Jet Investment Management. The mission of Strojírny Poldi is to machine high-precision mechanical components designed for high-stress use. At our factory in Kladno, we utilize the latest machine technology, such as Laru Lang, a fully automatic robotic workstation providing full machining of both ends of shaft. Junker, a highly productive CNC machine for grinding crankshafts with CBN wheels. Junior can quickly and very accurately drill lubrication holes in a crankshaft. WFL, a multifunctional 5-axis machining center, used to produce prototypes, single pieces, and small batch products up to 3 meters in length. Heller performs key roughing operations, milling of main journals, and crank pins. DMG Mori, a vertical machining center. These state-of-the-art machines are used to make much more than just crankshafts. Strojírny Poldi is currently expanding its product portfolio. with further precision machine products, such as components for hydraulic elements, axle components, precision measuring, and many more. STROJÍRNY Poldi. Great history, excellent future.